quaint town of Everwood, where cobblestone streets wound their way between charming cottages and the rustling leaves of ancient oaks whispered secrets in the wind. The Thompson family appeared to be the epitome of suburban normalcy. John and Mary Thompson were diligent parents, dedicating their lives to the well-being of their family. Their son, Michael, was a bright and curious lad with an unmistakable spark in his eyes. As Michael grew, so did his fascination with computers and video games. The allure of virtual worlds and pixelated adventures tugged at his imagination, drawing him into the labyrinth of digital realms. However, his parents, cognizant of the potential dangers of excessive screen time, enforced strict rules on his electronic escapades. Nights grew darker, and Michael's frustration deepened into a festering anger. The distant hum of the town's generator seemed to echo his internal turmoil as sleep eluded him. His mind became a battleground between the desire for acceptance in the digital realm and the yearning for his parents' approval. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and Everwood settled into a quiet slumber, Michael found himself unable to resist the siren call of his forbidden passion. The soft glow emanating from his parents' bedroom beckoned him like the flickering flames of a digital fire, and a twisted idea took root in his troubled mind. Armed with a kitchen knife pilfered from the silent abyss of the kitchen, Michael tiptoed through the corridors of his family home. The moon, a silent witness to the unfolding tragedy, cast an eerie pallor over the scene. The oppressive weight of his emotions pressed against his chest as he stood at the threshold of his parents' bedroom. With an unsteady breath, Michael unleashed the darkness within. The knife, cold and unyielding, became an extension of his wrath as he plunged it into his parents' slumbering forms. Their muffled cries were swallowed by the night, replaced only by the sickening sounds of flesh-meeting steel. The room became a canvas of horror, blood staining the sheets like a morbid work of art. The echoes of his deeds reverberated through the silent halls as Michael, a puppet of his own madness, moved with unhinged purpose. Emily, his adoptive sister, became the next victim of his twisted vendetta. Her pleas for mercy were silenced by the merciless blade, leaving her lifeless body sprawled amidst the remnants of familial trust. The once idyllic town of Everwood woke to a nightmare it could scarcely comprehend. The grisly discovery sent shockwaves through the community, shattering the illusion of safety that had cradled them for generations. Whispers of madness and malevolence circled the Thompson household like vultures, settling a heavy fog of fear upon the once serene streets. News of the murder spread like wildfire, and the town was left grappling with a profound sense of disbelief. How could a seemingly ordinary boy be capable of such unspeakable acts? Was there a malevolent force at play, or had the virtual realms Michael so desperately sought refuge in finally consumed him? As the town grappled with the aftermath, detectives and psychologists descended upon Everwood like scavengers, seeking answers to the unanswerable. The house, now a crime scene, harbored the secrets of a descent into madness, and the community, forever scarred, demanded justice. In the peaceful realm of Minecraft, where pixelated landscapes stretched far and wide, a small village named Emberdale thrived amidst rolling hills and lush forests. The villagers led simple lives, their days filled with tending to crops, trading goods, and building in harmony with the world around them. Little did they know that beneath the seemingly tranquil surface, an ancient curse lay dormant, waiting to be awakened. A fateful day as the sun cast a warm glow across the village, a curious young boy named Alex discovered an abandoned mine near the outskirts of Emberdale. Intrigued by the mystery that lay within its dark tunnels, he descended into the depths, armed only with a torch and a sense of adventure. Unbeknownst to Alex, the mine held a secret that would change the course of Emberdale forever. Deep within the dimly lit passages, Alex stumbled upon a long-forgotten chamber adorned with ancient runes. At its center lay a peculiar amulet, emanating an ominous energy that seemed to beckon him closer, held by an unseen force. Alex reached out and clasped the amulet around his neck, unwittingly becoming the vessel for an ancient malevolence. As night fell over Emberdale, a subtle unease swept through the village. Unseen forces whispered in the wind, and shadows seemed to dance with a life of their own. Unbeknownst to the villagers, Alex's innocent actions had unleashed a dark magic that began to seep into every corner of their once tranquil home. The first signs of the curse manifested as strange occurrences. Mysterious noises echoed through the streets, and villagers reported unsettling visions. Crops withered, and the once vibrant landscape became tainted by an unnatural darkness. Fear gripped the hearts of Emberdale's residents as they grappled with the growing malevolence that now haunted their every step. Meanwhile, Alex underwent a sinister transformation. His once bright eyes dulled into a haunting shade, and a malevolent grin played upon his lips. The cursed amulet had embedded itself into his very being, warping his thoughts and desires into something. Night after night, he wandered the village streets, leaving a trail of corruption in his wake. The village elder, sensing an ancient evil awakening, gathered the bravest warriors to confront the malevolent force that now plagued Emberdale. Armed with enchanted weapons and hearts full of courage, they ventured into the mine where Alex had found the accursed amulet, ready to face whatever darkness awaited them. Deep within the mine's labyrinthine passages, the warriors discovered a chamber shrouded in an otherworldly aura. At its center stood Alex, the once innocent boy, now fully consumed by the darkness. The warriors hesitated, torn between pity for the lost child and the realization that defeating the malevolent force meant sacrificing the Alex they once knew. A haunting laughter echoed through the chamber as Alex, now a harbinger of darkness, summoned nightmarish creatures to defend the cursed amulet. The battle that ensued tested the warriors' resolve, their blades clashing against the twisted creations born from the depths of Alex's corrupted soul. In a final desperate act, the village elder unveiled a sacred relic capable of purifying the amulet's dark magic. As the relic's power clashed with the malevolence within Alex, a blinding light engulfed the chamber. The warriors shielded their eyes, fearing the worst. When the light subsided, Emberdale was silent once more. The twisted creatures vanished, and the cursed amulet lay shattered on the cold ground. In the center of it all stood Alex, unconscious but free from the malevolent force that had consumed the warriors. The wary gazed upon the boy with a mix of relief and sorrow. Emberdale began its slow journey towards recovery, the scars of the darkness fading with each passing day. The villagers, though relieved, couldn't erase the memory of the chilling events that had transpired. The tale of a Minecraft village, a cursed amulet, and the boy who became a monster in the quest for power. The once innocent Alex now rested, a reminder of the fragile balance between light and darkness in the pixelated world they called home. In the haunting expanse of Minecraft, where pixels and blocks painted a realm of both awe and dread, lay a forgotten village. Its name, buried in the echoes of time, was spoken only in whispers by those who dared acknowledge its existence. This village bore the weight of an ancient curse, a malevolence that twisted the purity of children into grotesque monsters. Ethan, a wide-eyed and adventurous boy with unruly brown hair, had recently moved to this village with his unsuspecting parents. Unaware of the shadows that clung to the very soil beneath their feet, the family settled into their new home on the outskirts of the accursed land. Little did they know that their arrival would usher in a darkness that transcended imagination. One ominous evening, a thick fog descended upon the village, cloaking it in an impenetrable shroud. It was during this fateful night that Ethan felt an otherworldly pull, drawing him toward an ancient mansion concealed amidst skeletal trees. As he entered, the air grew colder, and the mansion seemed to pulsate with an ethereal energy. Within the shadowy halls, Ethan discovered a weathered book bound in faded leather. Its pages, filled with arcane symbols and spells, promised unimaginable power but warned of dire consequences. Ignoring the chilling cautions inscribed in the margins, Ethan succumbed to the irresistible allure of forbidden knowledge. Under the veil of night, guided by the dark instructions within the book, he gathered the required materials: ghastly bones, blackened obsidian, and the tears of a phantom. The ritual unfolded within the mansion's dimly lit chamber, surrounded by the cold embrace of the Minecraft night. As the last incantation echoed, a sinister energy enveloped Ethan, twisting him in ways that defied the laws of the pixelated world. The sun rose on a village transformed. Once thriving structures now stood in ruin, twisted and malformed by an otherworldly force. The townsfolk, awakening to an unnatural silence, discovered Ethan at the epicenter of the devastation. His eyes glowed with an unnatural light, and his once innocent features were now a grotesque visage of nightmarish proportions. Ethan, now a monstrous entity, unleashed unspeakable horrors upon the village. Those who had once considered him a neighbor and friend now trembled in terror. Buildings crumbled, and the once green fields turned to desolate wasteland as the curse, born from the forbidden ritual, spread its tendrils like an insidious plague. As the malevolent force consumed him, Ethan's humanity dwindled away, leaving only a hollow shell of the child he once was. He roamed the haunted landscape, a specter of his former self, haunting the forsaken village and turning any unfortunate soul who crossed his path into grotesque manifestations of darkness. The cursed village became a macabre cautionary tale, a chilling reminder of the consequences that awaited those who dared to delve into the forbidden. The Minecraft world shuddered at the presence of this abomination, a living nightmare born from the innocent curiosity of a child who had become something far more sinister. Over time, the legend of Ethan, the child turned monster, spread through the pixelated landscapes like a creeping shadow. Adventurers and builders alike spoke of the haunted village, cautioning against the pursuit of forbidden knowledge in the realm of blocks and pixels. It became a dark pilgrimage for those seeking thrills and challenges, a place where the boundary between reality and nightmare blurred. As the cursed village gained notoriety, its story etched into the collective memory of the Minecraft community. Brave souls embarked on perilous journeys drawn by the haunting allure of the forsaken land. As the sun dipped below the horizon in Minecraft, casting long shadows across the cursed village, players from all corners of the virtual world continued to share tales of Ethan's malevolent presence. It served as a stark reminder that even in the seemingly limitless realm of blocks and pixels, there existed a darkness that could consume the very essence of innocence, turning it into a monstrous force that haunted the pixelscape for all eternity. The story of Ethan, the child turned monster, became an indelible mark on the virtual tapestry of Minecraft,